Hello, for this video I'm going to show you an easy way to make hyperlapse videos using waypoints. Let's go. For this video you will need a DJI Mini 4 Pro, an RC2 controller, and CapCut editing software. Let's crack on and I'll show you the process. To do this you don't need to have the drone switched on or connected, you just need to have your RC2 controller switched on. The first thing to do is tap on Connect the Aircraft in the bottom right. Then tap Camera View in the top right. That will open up this blank screen because the drone's not switched on or connected. Or if you tap on the map square on the bottom left, that will enlarge and fill the entire screen with the map. I've obviously blurred out the map so I don't disclose my address. But the next thing to look at is the 5 icons on the right hand side. If you tap on the bottom icon, it opens up this sub-menu. Then tap Mixed, which provides satellite view, and then tap on the icon again, which will close the sub-menu. The next thing to do is choose the location for the Waypoints mission. Once you've chosen the location, tap on the little squiggly line on the left side of the screen, which opens up the Waypoints menu. It's then just a case of tapping on the map where you want your first waypoint to be, which will be the beginning of your Waypoints mission. You then tap on the map again to place all your subsequent waypoints. For this one, we're going to use 5 waypoints for this mission. If you make a mistake and misplace a waypoint and need to readjust it, just tap and hold on that waypoint and move it into the position you want it to be. Now tap on waypoint 1 to select it and we can adjust our altitude for all the waypoints. We're going to make this 100 meters and we're going to want that to be the altitude for all 5 waypoints. To apply it to all 5, just tap on Apply to All and then confirm by tapping OK. We now need to look at adjusting the speed for our Waypoints mission, and to do that we need to tap on the back arrow in the little Waypoints menu. We then need to tap on the 3 little dots in the top right of the Waypoints menu, and that brings us to this. You'll see at the top of this menu you've got the duration of the Waypoints mission, the distance, and how many waypoints there are in the brackets. We'll use a slider bar to adjust the global speed for this mission, and we'll put it down to 0.6. You'll notice when we do that the duration for this mission jumps all the way up to around about 16.5 minutes, which is fine. We then want to decide what the drone's going to do at the end of the flight. Because it's going to be some distance away, I'm going to want the drone to come back to waypoint 1, so we'll choose back to start. And then, if the drone loses signal for any reason, we're going to want the drone to continue and complete the mission. So, on signal loss, we'll choose continue, and that means the drone will continue all the way to waypoint 5 and complete and finish the mission. We also need to look at where the camera is going to be pointing during this mission. And to do that, we're going to look at the gimbal tilt. Move that to -40, which you'll see later on in the video seems to be pretty spot on. But we're going to want that to apply to all 5 waypoints, so again, we'll tap on Apply to All, and then we'll tap on OK to confirm that. You'll also notice here that the heading is selected as Follow Course, which effectively means that the drone is just going to fly straight forward towards each waypoint. Okay, so we now need to save our Waypoints mission, and to do that we just need to tap on the back arrow in the Waypoints menu. Once we've done that, we need to tap on the little A4 sheet of paper icon, and that'll take us into the Save menu. Once in the Save menu, you notice that the default name for the Waypoints mission we've created is the date and time that it was made. If you tap on the little pen icon next to that, that will bring up the keyboard. You then need to just double tap on the date and time, and that will highlight it and allow you just to input a name for the file. Once you've done that, tap on the little blue tick in the bottom right. And then you don't need to hit save because that will just end up saving two files with two different names. Instead, just tap on the back arrow. Finally, the last thing we need to do is tap on the little squiggly line again to come out of the Waypoints menu. And remember to tap on Save and Exit. If you tap on Exit without saving here, you'll lose your entire Waypoints mission that you've just created. And that is the first step to create an easy hyperlapse. Now step 2 is when we're out and about with the drone. We need to now tap on the Waypoints icon on the left side of the screen, and that will open up our minimized Waypoints menu. Once we have that open, tap on the little down arrow next to where it says press C1 button to add waypoint, and that opens up your normal Waypoints menu. Then tap the little A4 sheet of paper icon to open up the saved missions, and then tap on and select Hyper, which is the Waypoints mission just created and saved. Next, tap on Next, and then tap on Go. The drone will then start making its way to the starting position, which is Waypoint 1. You will notice that this warning came up on the screen when I've selected Go. That's because there's insufficient battery to carry out this Waypoints mission. Well, make sure that you do have a fully charged battery if you're going to carry out one of these missions. I'll let you see in the next clip the waypoints beginning and the drone making its way to the starting position. If you look on the map icon on the bottom left of the screen, you can track the drone's progress whilst making its way to its starting position and throughout the duration of the Waypoints mission. Also remember to tap on Record to make sure that you're recording your mission if you haven't selected Record as an action for your first waypoint. If you do need to check your battery levels, all you have to do is tap on the little percentage icon for your battery at the top of the screen. That will then bring up this menu, which shows you how long you've got until the drone will return to home, how long you've got until it's forced landing, and how long till the battery is completely depleted. I'm going to skip forward a little bit here because I want you to see these weak signal warnings that pop up and just reassure you that these are completely normal. We're in a built up area with a lot of signal interference. I did walk part of the way behind the drone, so although it says 500 and odd meters at the bottom here, that's from the home point. I was probably about 400 meters away from the drone at this point, and because it's a straight road during the Waypoints mission, was still able to maintain visual line of sight with the drone. That's really important to remember so that you're fully compliant with all legislation in relation to your drone flight. Now, back to these weak signal warnings. You'll notice here that the signal completely drops out. This, again, is absolutely nothing to worry about. The drone's being guided by GPS and it will return to you or it will return to the home point, depending on what you've selected during your Waypoints mission. The drone and the controller will keep making attempts to reconnect with each other, so as soon as they do get a signal between the pair, you'll get a feedback on your screen, and that's what's appearing here with the drone making its way back to the home point. So that's the second step of the Easy Waypoints complete. I hope you're still with it. There's only one step to go, so keep watching and I'll show you what to do. Now, before moving on to step 3, I just wanted to let you know that 90% of you watching these videos have not subscribed, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button and ding that notification bell. Much appreciated. Thank you. Now let's get on to part 3, which is arguably the easiest and quickest part of this process. For this, you will need CapCut or any other video editing software that allows you to alter the speed of video clips. Once we've opened up CapCut, let's select New Project, and from here we're going to import our media, which has already been transferred from the memory card in the drone. You will see that there are 5 video files relating to our Waypoints mission, rather than one continuous video file. This is due to the way the cache memory stores the video recordings and is nothing to worry about. The clips transition seamlessly into each other, giving the impression of a single video. You will see, however, that the file names have a sequential number at the end of each one so you can keep them in the correct order. From here, we need to import these files into the editing software. Once the files have been imported into the editor, drag them into the timeline. We won't bother with any colour correction or further editing for this demonstration. We now need to trim the unwanted footage from the beginning and the end of the clips. Once this is done, it's as simple as selecting all 5 clips within the timeline and adjusting the speed. For this hyperlapse, we'll increase the speed of the clips by 33 times, and this will give us a 30-second clip. The only thing left to do now is export the video. However, there is one very important thing to remember in order to make this look like a hyperlapse, and that is, when you export the video, it's important to export it at as little a frame rate as possible. Ideally 24 or 25 frames per second. If you export it at a faster frame rate, then you have motion blur on moving objects, which loses the hyperlapse effect. Now let's have a look at the final clip of all our hard work.